Hey Photo Pips, welcome back to the channel, and I just want to go over with you some of the tips that I've found that have helped me aid in my photography using the X-T2. Now, some of the shortcuts have been so helpful because coming from a Canon background, I'm so used to having dials on the front rather than the back, and with the X-T2 you can customize these buttons any way you like, and that is what I've done. So I just want to share with you, as an ex-Canon user, I say the word X because honestly, since I've had this camera, things have been so much simpler, and I cannot believe I'm actually saying it, but they have. So let's get started. Tip number one, back button focusing. So I'm going to hit the wrench or spanner button, then I'm going to go over to button dial settings, then I'm going to select where I want to put this, and do you know what, it's that easy. You select your little icon, which is now lit green, which is telling me I can edit that, and these are the options for the buttons that you can use for that specific button, and there it is, AF on. So by pressing AF on, that gives me now autofocus on the wheel. Just by pushing that wheel in, that'll give me the focus I need. Tip 2, quick format. Now there's nothing worse than having to go through all the menus just to find you need to format your card. Hold the trash can down for 2 seconds, push in the wheel, and it gives you the option to format your card. Tip number 3, setting the Wi-Fi button. Now for me, there's nothing worse than hunting in menus, so this is a great aid for you to set up your function button on top of the camera for your Wi-Fi button. It's dead easy to do. Again, back into menus, back to the wrench, back to button dial settings, and then back down to function settings. There you can see I've already selected it for me, but if you have a look in there what else you can use, these are the functions that will be assigned to that button. But for me, wireless one every time. All you need to do to connect to your app is press that top button. In the field, there's no struggling. You can do it with your gloves, you can do it whatever you need. Perfect. Tip 4, always, again, you're looking around, you're just deciding what focus point to use. Well, push up on the D-pad, select the focus point you need. Not only that, the different styles of focus points that you select also gives you the opportunity to use other focus modes, such as your tracking mode. In focus point you can use the tracking mode, it just does not work, it needs to be continuous. So it's good to know that at the press of a button you can just get into the modes you need to, and we do that exactly the same. We go into menus, we go back to the wrench, we go back to our button dial settings, and then we select where we want to go. And again, looking for the icon, there it is, I've got AF up. You go in, you select which one you need. AF mode, it's just perfect for me. If you're out in the field and you're shooting wildlife or sports, you want to go from single shot quick, you can just push that button up and select what you want to do. Wide tracking, bang, there you go, job done. And number 5, there's nothing more that I love to do than long exposure. So when you're out in the field, you're looking for something quick, you're looking for something easy, you just push down on the D-pad and you've got your self timer ready to go. That way you can select that, no shakes, no shivers, gives you 2 seconds to back off and let the camera still. If it's not enough, you've got your 10 seconds. If you've not, use the app. At least that way you're staying away from the buttons altogether. So how do we get this? It's dead easy. Once again, we go down to the wrench, we go over to the button dial settings, we go over to the function settings, and we look for the button that we want to allocate as a self timer. We select it, then we find self timer in the menu, select it, job done. You're up and running, self timer. I'll keep you informed how I'm getting on using the X-T2, and hopefully you'll pick up some of the things that I've learned, and maybe you could share some of the things that you know or you'd like to see with the X-T2. Okay guys, take care, and don't forget, get out and shoot. You know you want to. Cheers, see you soon.